Scanty and his former work colleague Big Paradise are doing it to themselves on Twitter. This came after the commissioning of the Flowerpot flyover that was commissioned recently in Accra by the president of Ghana. A lot of things are happening and there is back and forth on social media, especially on Twitter. You are watching Lucas Trendz. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe, like the video. If you have not put your post notification bell on, hit on the bell. If you hit on the bell, just select all, that be all. Now, this video is proudly sponsored by Lennon Parent Teacher app. Yes, if you are a teacher or a school administrator and you have not checked this out yet, please go check it out. If you're a parent, recommend the Lennon Parent Teacher app to your school. Let them use it so that you can also benefit from it. It is for both parents and teachers. It is on the App Store and then the Google Play Store. It has a PC version as well. Now let us cook.
Let him cook! I said let him cook!
So yes, as I said in the intro, Big Paradise and Scanty are doing it to themselves on Twitter. This came after the commissioning of the Flowerpot flyover. That was commissioned. Flowerpot flyover. Kadimachi Flowerpot flyover. That was commissioned recently by the president of Ghana in Accra to ease traffic congestion in Accra. A lot of people have said good things about the project, but somebody $50 million in a year. $50 million for that project. I won't talk much about that. But then, in less than 24 hours, this is not 24-hour economy, in less than 24 hours of the commissioning of the project, a young lady was found under the project selling coconuts. Wow. In less than 24 hours, when you're 24-hour economy, she was selling coconut. This sparked controversies on social media. A lot of people had different views about what had happened. Now, the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Titus Glover, isn't it Titus Glover? Yes, Titus Glover. They are here in him long time. We don't be now. He has been in the scene for a while. Went there to cause a mayhem. We mean him say, my friend, acquires a time at Jesus Christ call temple na no more ton idea the bufu yo kika no maboom says, and that is what Titus Glover did. From the video you just watched, you could see that one was even a banana seller. He sacked them like the mayor he is the Greater Accra Regional Minister himself went there, sacked the hawker. But there's one thing he did that I did not like, by destroying the table. I know some of you say that no, he needs to do that to deter others, but I think the sacking alone is enough to tell people that they are not supposed to come and hawk there. Table not saying then under no circumstance am I going to agree with him. If you not destroy the table, people are struggling already. The person has struggled to get a table to do her hawk. Like, I am not condoning the hawking under the bridge, but then the destruction of the table. You could see that one was even selling banana. The person who was there earlier on was the coconut seller. And when she was interviewed, she was like, that is where she used to be before the project started. So once the project has been done and it's completed, she needs to come back. Imagine they allow her because ono the coconut seller back up. Say kwadura beka ho. Enche bofruit ra beba beka ho. Enche atumu ra beba beka ho. Enche yes, final ra beba beka ho. Them eat finia drop. Them eat finia drop. You see the paintings them do for that area, or they look very beautiful. All those things will end up being destroyed. I don't want to talk much about the consequences of the hawking under that bridge. Most of us know, most of you live in Accra, and you know what has been happening with those things. Already in the law, people are not supposed to hawk anywhere. We know the system is not good enough. But then, this is what happened. And then Scanty decided to do a video for it.
This lady who is selling coconut, I think this is the first time after I traveled to Mauritius, I come back to Ghana. This is the first time I've seen a lady selling coconuts. A lady who is selling coconuts carry the truck, go stand under the flyover, and she's selling coconuts. City TV saw this lady, questioned the lady. This is what the lady said. She said she has returned to her old spot. That's where she used to sell. So she's coming back and she's the first person to sell under the flyover. How, bro? Right under a flyover. That is where you want to sell. And you see, if we don't stop this lady, another person will join. You see pure water. You see farm milk. You see coconut. You see more coconut. You see plantain chips. Then that place will now become a market square. When it becomes a market square, a refuse dump. Ghanaians, aside the poor and wicked leaders that we have, the citizens ourselves don't like good and beautiful things. We are part of the problem. For me, I believe that the citizens just form 10% of the problem. Our leaders form 90% or even 95% of the problem. Because if the laws are working, if our leaders go there now and they arrest this lady, you won't see anyone there. Let the laws work.
And after Scanty did that, the video was posted on Twitter. Then he made another tweet and said, government spends over $50 million on an overpass. And the next moment, a street hawker mounts on stage to sell coconut. And you are saying we should allow her because she's a poor citizen struggling to make ends meet? Wow. So this was after that. When Scanty, and when that video of Scanty was dropped on Twitter, there were a whole lot of diverse opinions about that particular video. People were like, yo, them for sack. Others also like, no, she's a poor person, she doesn't have anywhere to sell. System name yet only be people cotton out there. So then for allow her make she hawk under the new overhead. So this was what Scanty said. And after Scanty said that, Paradise replied and said, as you sack them, put a structure to accommodate them. This is simple as ABCD. You are lucky to be an influencer. Do you think it is their will to come and sell there? A coconut seller won't be able to pay for a small place of over 500 Ghana cedis in 5,000 Ghana cedis in the market. If government doesn't attend to that, it will be difficult for the coconut seller. The country had, no go lie, put in the appropriate measures to favor the government and the citizen. This is simple. I have a lot to say about the Twaso. Scanty made another tweet and said, bro, the citizens but not the spectators this. Then Paradise replied and said, the people them quote this. Are they citizens themselves? How can you tell me that a woman who sells bananas for 3 cedis should go and pay for a marketplace for 8,000 Ghana cedis for a month? The banana, how often people they buy themselves? This same woman has children to feed too in addition. If you want to play fair card here, the government should put a place to support those people. Very simple. You are so lucky to be doing YouTube. You know what people are going through before they pay their rent and bills. Bro, you are very lucky. People they outside the sofa. Then Scanty replied him again. Bro, if that's the case, the law shouldn't punish thieves or anyone who offends because they are poor and they are struggling to feed their family. Then Paradise hit back again and said, you go fit push somebody mommy in things sake of see they sell for overhead under lemao. If the fundamentals of the country economy are weak, the citizens will expose you. So after he made that tweet, to the reply Paradise gave him earlier on and said, okay, yes, I just realized that you are right. Meaning Scanty say you no go do the argument again. Let me know your thoughts. Who do you think is right? Let me know your thoughts. But this is what I have to say about this whole thing. It is never worth it to have an argument with Paradise. Never ever. You see, I used to watch their videos a lot when he was at KSS. Like, Scanty is already fed up with him. That is why Scanty say you no go do the argument again. Because the topic for discussion right now is about the effect of the hawking. Nobody is talking about opportunities being created for the people or not. You can make your submission. That does not make the activity that is going on right. That is why some people were making arguments that if that is so, then they should allow Galamsey people to also go and do Galamsey because the system is hard and they're also struggling to feed their people. You were the same who held placards, went to the street to demonstrate that people should stop doing Galamsey. Is the system not hard? Has government created more avenues for people to get jobs? No. You see, he has a good point too, but it is a wrong time for him to be making that particular argument. Sometimes he makes sense, but he makes sense at the wrong time, so he makes him senseless. There is a topic at hand that is being discussed as in walking and at inappropriate places. It needs to be condemned. You can make your statement. Oh yes, what they are doing is not good, but then the government should do this, and that. You don't use the government hasn't done this. The government should do this to to argue the people saying that she shouldn't be selling at that. People should not be selling at inappropriate places. Nobody is saying what he's saying doesn't make sense, but the moment he's saying it makes it senseless. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you have not subscribed, then kindly subscribe. I'm out. Bye bye.